Yes, it's a playoff for third and fourth, but it's not just about what's at stake here. It's the rivalry that matters. These two have history going way back. The New Zealand Kiwis and their trans-Tasman neighbours, Australia. New Zealand led by Peter Fulton, and Australia by the equally large John Hastings. Now I know that says short as wicket-keeper, but they've been sharing duties around. Nathan Reardon's had the gloves for a couple of games. Sebastian Gotts, their regular keeper, he's injured. So that's the sixth that Australia are going to put out to try and see who finishes third in the 2017 Hong Kong Sixers. Crowds have come in this afternoon in every part in the Cox's Road stand, in hospitality. Saw plenty watching from the neighbouring buildings. Lots of skyscrapers around. Perfect view of the Kowloon Cricket Club whenever there's anything on here. Lots of action every part of the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Graham Beggan will open the batting for New Zealand with Ronil Hira. Arjun Nair will open the bowling for Australia with his unique brand of right arm off break. He has a few change-ups. Got an off break bowler alongside Nikhil Chopra. Maybe he can talk us through Arjun Nair's bowling style. See what his first delivery has in store.
Thank you, Gautam. A little bit of drift there, but the good thing is the pace is right, especially in this sort of competition. If you just keep bowling quick, you're making life easy for the batsman as well. You've got to mix it up. The lengths need to be mixed up, and also the speed. And I think Arjun's been pretty successful because he's been able to do that. Take a look at that. But I think he'll be called wide. And I guess that's the reason why you had the different wicket keepers in different games, because I guess wearing the gloves, not a lot of Aussies are comfortable.
Yeah, Reardon definitely not their first choice. He's had a bit of a nightmare with the gloves on. That was, it just turned at the last moment. He wasn't deceiving the batsman, he was deceiving his own keeper.
Short and put away into the stand, smartly done. Long hop and rightly punished so. So that one extra delivery has cost him quite a few.
Yeah, we heard shouts of catch at the moment it went off the bat. He was talking to the gentleman in the 12th row in the Cox's Road stand. Yeah, that's going to be a wide. That's definitely wide. Just when you've talked up this young man. He's given 15 runs off 2 deliveries.
Once again, long hop and put into the stands.
And dropped in the stands. We started with the young man taking a good catch up there. After that, the fielding in the Cox's Road stand has been appalling. Perhaps all the late afternoon refreshments.
It's the sun in the eyes of the spectators. Gautam, we saw a fantastic catch by a spectator with just that one hand. That's well bowled. Saw Higa coming down the track, fired it into the stumps. There you go. That's the catch I was talking about. No, sorry, that's the drop catch in the previous delivery.
No excuse now, the sun's behind them. They could have had an excuse in the morning.
Long hops once again and getting punished. This has been a very expensive over at the start. And we were talking about Nair, who's done well for Australia at the beginning, but pretty expensive. One delivery still to go in that over. And the Kiwis have already got to 25.
Full toss, again in the stands. Will it be taken? In the stands, it's not. Few attempts, gets it on the first bounce, and what an expensive over that is. 31 runs conceded. Oh, that was a nightmare start for Australia.
353 sixes hit in the tournament so far. The Virgin Atlantic tracking the number of sixes being hit in the Hong Kong sixes 2017. Arjuna not the greatest of overs, conceding 31. Giving the Kiwis the momentum probably they were looking for to post a big enough total. Hoiked away this time towards square leg, and once again into the stands. The spectators getting plenty of opportunity to catch that ball.
Yep, there it goes, off the captain. Well, he got it off the first bounce. Give him credit for that. Trying a clever little dink. Maybe since the batsman at this end hasn't managed to hit the Hublot sign, they're trying something different. Maybe the lap shot is going to get it straight into that sign and pick up 12 runs.
We need a couple of 12s. That's an innovative bit of technical scoring. Oh, that is unfortunate. Beat the batsman, but also beat the wicketkeeper. 4 byes.
Yeah, lucky it wasn't wides. Yeah, because it went between the batsman and the stumps, that's why. But Nathan Reardon still having quite a workout there. 42 in just the first over and a half. Now I know we like to talk up the teams in terms of the highest score in the tournament, but they're on course. They are definitely on course. And with shots like that, they'll stay on course. Wow. 355, but look out, highest score. We've reached 115, several on 114. No one's crossed that yet.
Swing and a miss, and the batsman asking, did it cross over his shoulders? Looking for a no ball. Not to be given. Hira very quickly has moved on to 28 of 8 deliveries. He's looking to maximise.
Yeah, people of different heights there. John Hastings comes from a huge height there. Ronnie Hira, not the tallest man in the world. So I reckon even a good length delivery might be a bouncer to him. This time he swats it away towards the swimming pool.
And also a no ball, so that's 2 additional runs to his score and the team score. There you have it. Hira retiring. Great bit of batting. Short, and there you have it. Swats it away towards deep square leg for 6.
Yeah, that's the swimming pool area, just behind those tents. Elliot Hurd generally comes in at this point. Still Hastings continues, 21 of the over so far. Oh, that's massive! Absolutely huge, 62 of 2 overs. Look out, highest score. On course for 155 now.
Take a look at that piece of timing there and the power. Towering 6 over the bowler's head. Wow, talk about being big. That would hurt the Kiwis. The Australian bowlers, sorry. But very quickly they've moved on to 62. You're absolutely right, Gautam, when you talk about 130, 140. Quite on target at the moment. 115 has been the highest so far in the Hong Kong sixes. Short, and once again pulled away. Another big hit.
Yeah, the bowler living up to his name. That's not what you want to do in this format. Keep it full, that's the mantra. He does, and that's why he gets a much better result from it. Just a single. That was asking to be hit. Into the foliage. Ouch. Not even be classified as a catch. It was hit really hard.
Trying the same shot again. Well, inside edge and picks up 4 for his team. Take a look at that drop catch. It's a good bit of feeling. I think he was trying to take evasive action, let the ball go first, and then very reluctantly trying to put his hand out.
High, there's a fielder getting under it. We've already seen one great catch from the captain, John Hastings. This time it was just out of reach. So much effort he put into that.
Trying to bowl a quick bouncer, but extremely short from short and gets punished. Look at that tally. Virgin maximum getting up to 359. Look at that, just dragging it down, asking to be punished.
Yeah, I reckon we'll be threatening 400 by the time the sun sets tonight. We were just over 200 at the end of day 1. Plenty of cricket to be played. One more innings for this match. Plate final, the cup final. Gregory went for 29 the last time he bowled. Is it going to be a repeat dose?
That is a mammoth hit. And that brings up the Virgin maximum to 360. Take a look at that. Talk about clearing boundaries. He's clearing stadiums and the neighboring buildings. Once again, Foal taking it on the full and flat batted it for 6.
You could hear the batsman Elliot Hurd after that, after he hit the previous 6, asking, where did that go? This has really been an exhibition from the New Zealand Kiwis. 100 is beckoning in the 4th over. They've gone for looking to go for a couple, restricted to just 1. 93 without loss. 9 deliveries, a minimum of 9 deliveries still to go. They'd be really hard pressed to not get to the highest score in this.
Once again, up and away, see ya. That is 6 number 12 for the Kiwis.
There's a gentleman with a big camera up on the roof of the Kowloon Cricket Club. He thought he's in safe zone, but he was ducking for cover. He was ducking for cover.
Well done, Vicky. Finally. Good bit of wicket keeping. The way things have gone, not very good for the Australian side. That's the cameraman you were talking about, ducking away. Taking evasive action. He's okay. He's waving. Swings it away into Cox Road. There you go. 6 number 13 for the Kiwis.
And Gregory follows up a 29 run over with a 24 run over. 53 runs of 2 overs he's conceded. .105 without loss. Began retires, Hurd is still there. Kachoppa comes in, the wicketkeeper for New Zealand. There you have it. 3 teams on 115. Hong Kong 114. We've had 6 scores over 100, and this one definitely threatening the highest.
First one straight up in the air, but doesn't have the distance. Just get 1. 5 more. I have a feeling. Prediction time, Gautam. What do you think? 120, 125?
Well, it's got to be the highest score. That I'm going out on a limb for that one. But prediction, I'm going for 121.
Well, you can add 6 more to that. Getting closer to the prediction of yours, 120. It's been incredible. I don't think there's so many sixes being hit in the game so far. There's 14, number 14 for the Kiwis.
My prediction is under threat. There's no way it's going to be that. Way over. I'll still stick to it. Maybe a couple of wickets to fall. 114 without loss in the last over. Kachapa's got a 6 off his first delivery. Their wicket-keeper. Elliot Hurd is 24 at the non-striker's end. 2 batsmen have retired.
First over holds the key for the momentum. Expensive from Nair. Looking to hoik it away towards long off. Gets an outside edge. Just the one. Man out at deep point. 115. So we've equaled the highest score of the tournament so far. And you got 4 deliveries to go.
And no wickets lost.
115 equals the highest score.
Yeah, South Africa twice getting to 115. New Zealand just edged their way in front. They're now 116. So we've had South Africa against MCC and against the New Zealand Kiwis getting 115. Pakistan scored it against Australia, and Sri Lanka got 114 for 2 against Australia. Those were the 4 highest scores in the tournament. Now it belongs to the Kiwis. I'm still in contention, Nikhil, for my prediction. Just had 15 minutes and they've scored 117 runs already.
Possible 129 if 2 legitimate deliveries are hit for 2 sixes. Don't want to give no freebies, no extras. Oh, that's well bowled. Straight in, right in the block hole. Little bit of late swing for Lachlan.
See, I was reckoning, I was wagering on Ben Laughlin. Such a good death bowler. How does my prediction look now?
Looks pretty good, but I have a feeling the Kiwis, 1 boundary away, would want to finish with a big 6. There you have it. And ricochets off the fielder's hand for 6. So there you go. 124 has been surpassed.
5 overs without losing a wicket. The New Zealand Kiwis 124 without loss. Where were they when they were trying to get into the main cup final? Favourites to make it in 3rd place in this tournament, unless Australia find a way to overhaul this.
It'll be difficult, Gautam. 95 is the highest run chase so far in the tournament. 115 has been surpassed.
Everybody contributing there. Kachapa came in at the end, and look at him, the captain and Stewart. What, the 2 big men, the 2 heroes, the 2 lookalikes, they didn't even come in. Begin, Hira, Hurd and Kachapa did the job for the New Zealand Kiwis. Australia have quite the task to try and sneak in 3rd place.
Conceding 124 in the 5 overs, nothing really to write home about, but the best bowling came in the last over. Lachlan just conceding 18. And then, of course, Short was short a couple of times, but still managing only to concede 18 in that 1 over.
Well, we know the teams who are in the big final, but before that, we have the small matter of the plate final. And the 2 proud finalists are down there with Catherine.
Yes, time now for the toss for our plate final between host nation Hong Kong and the MCC. Leo Ng from our sponsors Essentia will toss the coin, and Saba, it is your call. So Leo, please take it away.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and it is tails. So Bubba, what would you like to do?
We'll bowl first.
Reason for that?
Obviously, all teams are bowling here and to try to chase the target, so we're going to bowl first and see where we end up.
Now, the MCC have won their first game and they're through to the final. Are you scared they're on a bit of a roll now?
Obviously, we lost in the cup, but our momentum is going well now. We'll be winning the game, so hopefully we win this game and take the cup plate.
Good luck, Bubba.
Thank you.
They're going to have to bat first.
Yeah, as I said, we've got to do it well, whatever we do, and hopefully we can stick a decent cargo on the board and put some pressure on him.
Now, have you seen a man by the name of Nazaket Khan bat?
No, I haven't.
He's pretty good, and he's in the Hong Kong lineup.
Well, then we best get him out early doors today.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There we have it. The MCC have won the toss and elected to bowl.
Now it's the Hong Kong team who are meant to put pressure on MCC, but it's our toss lady, Catherine, who started by putting pressure on them. Oh, she's a hard nut to crack. Samit Patel's wondering what hit him. That's the game coming up after the Australian run chase. Hong Kong taking on the MCC. Who will walk away with the plate? Meanwhile, if you enjoy watching sixes, watch this. The New Zealand Kiwis racking up the highest score of the 2017 Hong Kong Sixers. 124 without loss in their 5 overs. And what an exhibition it's been to all parts of the Kowloon Cricket Club, no matter who was bowling. Started with Ronil Hira. He had to retire. Then Elliot Hurd came to the party. Graham Beggin hit a few big ones. Technically that was a chance, but once he was put down, Beggin hit a few big ones. He retired, and then the end was... Last rights were provided by Brad Kachopa and Elliot Hurd. ...125 of just 30 deliveries if the Australians want to finish in 3rd place. Hastings and Reardon already out there. Here the skyscrapers. We talk about mountains to climb. The Australians have a skyscraper or two to climb if they're to get anywhere close to this New Zealand target. There are plenty of beautiful hills and mountains around the city of Hong Kong, but what you can see around the Kowloon Cricket Club are the mountainous skyscrapers. Plenty of vantage points here. Seen a few people looking down onto the sixes from there. Oh, what a start! They've got plenty of runs to defend, and Hira looks a bit stunned. Did I just do that?
That expression says it all. You were talking about a mountainous task to try and chase down 125, but a great start for the Kiwis. The very first delivery. Let's take a look at this. Wow. Swung it in. Hastings looking to go over the Hublot sign, missing it, and the timber has been moved. Great bowling by Hira.
That's 2 golden ducks in 3 innings for John Hastings. After being the leading run scorer at the end of day 1. Talk about a change in fortunes. Talk about cricket being the great leveller.
This one's out of here, pretty close to the Hublot sign. Does it hit? Oh, just goes over it. Little less strength, and he would have got 12. And the Aussies need a couple of 12s. Full toss. In the air taken, but I have a feeling that'll be called no ball. Yes. So that's 3 to the Australian scorecard. Hira trying to get a couple into the block hole. Yeah, take a look at that. Yeah. Over waist high, rightly called no ball. That's 6. That's into Cox Road. Nobody's getting that. So Aussies getting the momentum, Gautam, they're looking for.
Hira comes right back. How close was he to that Hublot sign?
In the air, but good effort, but Looking for boundaries and sixes. You got to be careful not to lose too many wickets. This is the one I was talking about, nearly getting to the Hublot sign, and would have got a possible 12, just going over it. Little less strength, and he would have got his target. Once again short, but one bounce into the fence. I thought it nearly carried for 6.
20 runs off the first over. It could so easily have been 26. We've had several going close to that Hublot sign, but this one closer than anyone's hit in 2 days at the 2017 Hong Kong World Sixes. Look at the difference already at the end of 1 over. Australia 20 for 1. Not the worst apparently looking score in the world. And New Zealand, Kiwis, were 31 without loss at the end of 1 over. 11 runs separate them after 6 balls.
That is out of here, into the trees. That's gone, maximum. Reardon, we need a couple more if you want to get close to that target of 125. Keep them coming.
Yeah, every ball, pretty much.
Up and over the trees this time. The previous one within the trees, this one up and over the trees. Talk about power.
That's got to be one of the biggest. That's got to be one of the biggest of the tournament.
Reardon was looking for a possible 3 out of 3, but good comeback by Begin. Into the block hole, not allowing Reardon to get any sort of elevation. Couple of good overs from the Kiwis here, and the target is going to get very, very difficult for the Aussies. It's a big total, chasing down 125. Remember, it hasn't been done in the tournament so far, 95 being the highest run chase. And deliveries like that will not help the Aussies' cause.
"20 of 6, Nathan Reardon, 12 of 4 short. 91 of just 20. Yeah, keeping track of the scores there. Keeping track of the Australian run chase. Another maximum to Nathan Reardon. 370. Isn't he giving the ball back?
Yes, take a look at that. One hand coming off. Full toss, leg stump. It's just the flow of the bat that carries the ball up across the boundary. Ooh, that's a wide. That was nearly ball on the track adjacent to the one we are playing on. Slipping out of the hand. 2 runs being added. And you got to reload again, Begin. Possible 28 on the card from the over. There it is, 28, 32 for Reardon with that 6, and he retires.
It's a really good finish to the over, but have a look at the comparison. We'll come to that in a moment after we have a look at this massive 6. As Reardon retires. Now they've scored 48 in 2 overs, which is an excellent score. 24 runs in over, and they're still, I reckon, at least a dozen runs short of where New Zealand were at this stage. There you go, 62 without loss.
Going for the Hublot sign. That's how you'll make up those dozen. But you only get half a dozen if you don't hit the Hublot sign. 6 more in the slot. Looking to aim for the Hublot target, Gautam, but not quite there.
I must confess, I'm really surprised we haven't had one yet this tournament. It's right in the hitting zone. Why were they running?
Stewart very nearly had that catch. At the catch, and I think just balanced over the fence. Yep. Trying to throw it back, but the foot was clearly across the boundary line, and that's why. Went for 6. Long hop. Unable to connect and place it. He needs some big 6s. 64 or 15 needed from here. I think Peter Fulton will just be looking to bowl, keep bowling slow, Gautam. Slow or fast, they got to keep going. Take a look at that. High towering 6 over deep mid wicket.
Fulton's gone for a few already. 19 of his 4 deliveries. I reckon they'll be fairly relaxed. Still a tall ask. Suddenly they've reduced the gap just a little bit. This is the in-between period before short bowl those short deliveries. .69 plays 80. The end of 3 overs, so just 12 deliveries to go.
Requires 75 at this stage. Just slightly below the run rate. So looking for a target of 125. 2 overs remaining.
That's the one at the top right now. Top of the tree, the New Zealand Kiwis in this match, setting a target of 125 for the Australians. 6 other scores of 100 plus in the tournament.
He's been the man for the Kiwis with the golden arm, picking up wickets in virtually every single game. Gentle away movement and very nearly had another wicket to his name. I guess just varying the pace has been the key for Stewart. Not getting predictable, and he is also the highest wicket taker. But this time around, he's been driven for 6 and very nearly took a cameraman out.
It's not the first time. He has not moved from there. He's been hit everywhere. The back of the head, arms, legs, cameras. He will not move from there. I hope he's at least got a few good photographs for his troubles. The photographer hasn't retired, but the batsman has to.
He's still busy doing his work, looking for the photograph that we want to post in the papers probably tomorrow.
I hope he's got a system on his camera whereby he sends all the images to a central server before the camera gets destroyed. That's big. That's massive. More height than distance, but it was still huge. And if they want to stay within mathematical distance, they'll need a couple more of those before this over finishes.
Scooped it over the bowler's head for 6. Seemed it was off the leading edge. Nevertheless, another Virgin maximum, taking the tally to 377 in the tournament so far. Gregory on a move, 19 of just 4 deliveries. Take a look at that. Was looking to go over deep mid wicket, but hit it for a 6 over the bowler's head. And the very next delivery, 4 off long, towards long off. He's gone for 23 in that over.
Well, 33 of 1 over, at least it's not out of reach, which you'd expect could happen in a situation where you're chasing 125. So well done to Australia. They've stayed in touch. Come on, what a time to hit the hoop, though. You've got to hit it now. Really changes the equation. I hope Arjun Nair and Gregory are aware of that. Alex Gregory.
Nair conceded 31 of his first over. He needs to get 31 or possibly 32. Hit the Hublot sign a couple of times, make this game interesting. Possible tie. That's 6. That's swept over. Square leg for 6. First one.
Clever shot. Doesn't need to have all the power in the world. Let his big colleagues do that. Just a flick on the leg side for 6. 27 off 5. Wow, that would be the highest score batting second.
Add 6 more to that, Gautam. He's on a roll. He conceded 31 when he bowled. He wants to try and make amends, try and make a game of this. Put some pressure on Hurd here. If he gets a couple of extras with a wide or a no ball, I'll tell you, this is quite possible.
Hurd comes back, deceived him, a little bit of loop in the air. They're still in contention, 20 of 3. We need the Hublot now. What a good delivery to try and clinch the victory. That just about seals that. 19 needed of 2 deliveries. Kept his nerve, Elliot Hurd. They were looking for the Hublot sign about 6 or 7 feet away. 112 for 1. Well, Australia still have another target. They could beat the highest score of the tournament. We already have the highest score batting second. We could have a second. Could get to second place. And they are. Despite coming 4th in the tournament, Australia have the consolation of the second highest score of the tournament. They've done it batting second, and what a run feast we've had in this 3rd place playoff between the Trans-Tasman rivals, Australia and the New Zealand Kiwis. Elliot Hurd's been taken for a few at the end, but he can smile because the New Zealand Kiwis have finished under Peter Fulton in 3rd place. What a chase by Australia. 242 runs we've had scored in just 10 overs. For the loss of 1 wicket.
This format can be crucial. You don't want to be a bowler in this format, I'll tell you that.
And that 1 wicket was a first bowler for John Hastings. Otherwise, everyone else performed.
Just 1 hit away. The Aussies very nearly chasing down the 124. But it's been a good game for the Kiwis. Great bit of batting out there, getting to 124 without losing a wicket. The Australians very nearly getting there, getting the 2nd highest total of the tournament so far, getting to 118.
Yeah, that was Australia. After John Hastings, the only batsman on either side to be dismissed. Stump uprooted by Hira. 32 of 8, Reardon, 32 of 10 short, and both Gregory and Arjun Nair at the end, the surprise package. What an innings, 26 of just 6 balls. And under the circumstances, Elliot Hurd, well, 25 he might have conceded, but he had a few runs to play with over there.
The Kiwis batting first, getting to 124 without losing a single wicket. Hira, Biggin, Hurd, all contributing. Look at the number of deliveries, barely anything. And Australia nearly getting there, 1 hit away, 6 runs short. Kiwis coming 3rd.
Yes, Elliot Hurd bowled that last over. We'd love to hear his thoughts. What was going through his mind when he had ball in hand? Can you ask him, please, Kathy?
Well, Elliot, a bit of a nervous finish there. What was going through your mind after those 6s?
Yeah, it was a nervous finish. I was just thinking I just wanted to pull it through for all the boys. Yeah, I'm just glad that it came off, and yeah, no, it's a good time.
Look, third place finish, not the best, but a win over the Aussies to finish off the tournament, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, just stoked to be here and third place. Yeah, we're happy with that. So, yeah.
And what have you made of the Sixers tournament? Will you be back next year if it's on?
Yeah, I hope I'll be back. Yeah, the environment's great, the crowd's good, well organised tournament. Yeah, it's just a great time all around.
We'll let you go celebrate.
All right,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Back to you guys.
You'd have to say Elliot Hurd bowled well, yeah? He certainly did. That's what's coming up next. It's Hong Kong taking on the MCC, and there's lots at stake here. It's the plate final next from Hong Kong. That's the team that's come in third place. But I think one more time we'd like to have a look at the highlights of that run chase. That was a real highlight. The only wicket that fell. Otherwise everything else was carnage for the bowlers. The buildings were under threat. The trees were under threat. Cox's Road traffic was under threat. Some good batting from all the Australian batsmen, other than John Hastings and Ben Laughlin, who didn't get a chance to bat. Arjun Nair, Nathan Reardon, Alex Gregory and Matthew Short all came to the party for the men in gold. Australia didn't have the best start to the tournament yesterday. They sneaked into fourth place today and they finished in fourth place. Yeah, we can hear the drums are playing out there, the music is playing as we look forward to the two finales, the plate final and the Grand Cup final.